Okay, we are
No
live
problem.
now. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
people.
everyone.
Okay, so
Hello,
really quick,
everyone.
last night when we were live, I know I threw out some new wrenches. I know people are on like high alert because of all of the attacking, but I can see who blocks what message, and I can read those messages. So all I'm going to say, I did not take any wrenches. So I'm just going to ask that tonight we try to do better, open opinions, like all opinions, as long as people aren't assholes about it, are welcome. Let's be kind of mindful on what we are, like, we don't want to have anything that's straight up incriminating Dawn or Candace, or anyone coming in here and calling Dawn and Candace a nasty name, but like some things were getting deleted last night that didn't need to be. So I just want everyone to be a little more mindful. I know it's crazy because people are all on edge in the attacks, and I do appreciate all of the mods for trying to help this be a safe place for everyone to hang out and not be attacked. So let's just try and do a little bit better tonight if we can, though.
Yep.
Without sounding like a mom or something to everybody. I'm sorry. What up, Ben?
Hey guys.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Mr. Chair.
What'd you all think about that little short video?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, me too.
I'd get lost in there for sure. So many roads and holy crap.
But it makes you see stuff so much
Chris
better.
was showing.
Might be interesting effect to take that drive and piece it with his statement or deposition, just so it's kind of like an instruction booklet, you know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but you could cut up his audio. It doesn't, you don't have, it's not going to lapse correctly in time, but as he says something and does something in the car, you just line it up and, you can show how exactly, it transpired, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of did. But
he did. Yeah, he did.
But yeah, lining it up, or even just have him do like a voiceover.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Might help too.
We got to spell it out a little bit more for some of these people, huh?
Unfortunately. But great work. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome.
We just got through recording another 45 minutes.
Here in the country.
Yeah.
What happened to me?
I said it's going to be one of those nights here in the country. Keep going in and out, losing my signal.
Everybody's on the internet.
Right?
Right. Yeah. We got 600 in chat, so.
That's bad when you live in the country.
Good evening,
because you
Ms.
really
Tammy.
aren't going to get a chance hardly then.
That's right.
Hello, how are
Good
you,
evening,
Benny?
Ms. Nelly. I'm well, thank you.
Hi, Benny.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
We had a new member. I'm sorry, I forgot the name already.
Lonnie Davis. Lonnie Davis.
Okay,
Nani.
welcome. Ronnie?
And Nani. Noni.
Whoever became a new member, thank you. Welcome to the Crazy Train. Woo!
You got it right, Mark. It was Nani. Sorry, it's hard to talk, guys. I sound weird.
No worries at all.
My ears suck. You guys...
No, they don't. I had dental surgery, so I'm talking all crazy.
Don't mind
I
me.
want to talk
I just
about
pop in and out as I can.
That's fine.
It's like me when I started streaming. I'd keep booting myself off.
Oh my God.
So, okay, we recorded with Dawn for another like 45 minutes or so. I don't want to say too much, but whenever we are, like tomorrow, you guys, his sister, like his full-blooded sister, surprised us and actually called in to the thing, and it is interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All this stuff and drama causing with the family, it's got to stop.
Yeah.
Like, there's probably some of you watching who think Dawn is guilty or whatever. I mean, it's okay that you think that, but the people who are making up fake accounts and calling in tips to the TBI, and people who are messaging Candace and all in her ear about stuff, like, you're just causing a lot of pain to other family members. You're not just hurting Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
You're hurting everybody. So you got to stop. You guys really got to knock it off. This is way, way out of hand.
Yeah, when you guys see what we just saw on this man's face tonight, he's very concerned for Candace. He's never seen her this broken down before. I did ask the question you sent, Benny, and yeah, that was interesting. I asked him where did he see himself, like where does he see this in the 6 months, and he said he hopes that he's with like Summer's home. So he still does. I know people hear him talk about, oh, the resurrection, da da da. He has no hope. She thinks he's dead. He does not think like that. He's speaking from what he's taught in his religion. He absolutely has hope to still find her alive. He said within 6 months he hopes Summer's home. They're a family again, that they can start working on what they need to. I mean, he does have hope she's alive somewhere.
Yeah, and all that resurrection stuff and that. He's keeping that little bit of himself prepared for the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to just blindly think, oh no, she's fine somewhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I said too. I was like, that's what we want to hear from him. So that's good.
I thought of, instead of just asking him outright, I thought of a way that you could just ask him and be able to kind of gauge, his motivation to move forward.
Yeah, you guys, the hate and the harassment, they're reaching out to Don's job, trying to get him fired from his job. Yeah, he said because he's already unable to really work because of his emotions and stuff, like he's doing the best he can. He said they've been really good to him, but on top of that, they're bothering the job and everything. So he's actually afraid that, he was like, in 6 months, I might not even have a job.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, mods, be careful who y'all time out and stuff, because somebody got timed out that asked just a question. So be careful. Read it before you time them out.
Yeah, because we welcome questions if they're not, like, nasty.
But if they're derogatory, yes, please do.
Yeah, and they can be questions that don't align with, Don knows this does not look good on him. He knows that. So if it's a question, like, we don't all have to
slow it down a bit. It's probably why.
Yeah, that could be why, too.
If you want to slow it down, that could be why. I think that's what happened, to be honest.
That is not right to do that kind of stuff. No, it's not, Stephanie.
Mm-mm.
I saw someone say that, well, we presume they're innocent, others presume they're guilty, so it's the same thing. No, it's not. It's always innocent until proven guilty. That is the whole concept.
It's what it's supposed to be.
And you can think that they're guilty. There's nothing wrong with that. But trying to get him fired from his job, harassing him, harassing Candace, harassing other family members, that's not okay. Yeah. Whether you think they're guilty or not, that is not okay.
Or throwing creator on creator drama bullshit to them right now, like that's what they need on top of everything. Do you really think that they care I have animal cruelty charge? Do you honestly think that Don gives a crap about that? He's basically being condemned for murdering his daughter. Do you think he cares about an animal cruelty charge I have on my record, that he actually knows what happened?
Yeah. Welcome to the crazy train, Karma.
Woo woo!
And it's not helping find Summer.
Well, that's just it. It's causing more issues.
Why keep directing energy in a negative way? Yeah.
And also, they don't care how much child support that Benny owes either, so stop sending information on all of us to them. They don't care.
I became disabled in the time between I stopped working to the time that I received my disability. That's where the child support came in, unfortunately.
That's no one's business. I shouldn't even know that's a thing.
Yeah,
our personal lives have nothing to do with what happened this summer.
Why are people getting into personal lives for you guys?
I don't know. I have so many emails. Oh, you know what? I didn't really care for you, but I kind of like what you're doing for the wells. But I see you have a new mod now named Ben, and let me tell you about Ben, and let me tell you about this and that. And
take that if you want.
I'm like, oh, you know what? He keeps his wrench now, everybody. Thank you. That's my new best friend. I got to take a call.
Yeah. Yeah, by all means, don't tell us not to do something because we're just going to turn around and do it immediately.
We all have a past, man. Come on, you know?
Yeah. I actually have a pretty boring past, but, you know, people want to spin that and try and make stuff up about me. I mean, whatever.
Oh.
But, you know, I'll go through that. If it helps Summer somehow, like, it's not going to stop me from trying to help. So, lie away.
No way. Well, here, I can go.
Oh, that's Don.
I am on
Don's on the
live
phone.
right now,
Right, so
but I
did
can
they.
still bring you. Here, do you want me to? Do you want me to put you to the microphone? They can hear you. Okay,
Yeah,
repeat what you just told me. What you just? Who was bothering your work and doxing you and your work details, Don? Who was doing that?
Well, Mr. McDonough put out there, you know, to the world who I work for and everything, and now my boss is getting threats and everything else. And so, you know, I don't know. I mean, my boss is really cool. He's not, you know, but it's pretty bad when they put out who I work for out there to the world for all these haters and his crew to harass my employers now.
We need a lawyer.
You know, and that's just, I just found that out.
Wow.
Thank you, y'all. I just wanted to let you know.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry that's happening to you, man. This is
Sorry,
bullshit.
Don, we're so
Well,
sorry.
You
I
got
think
to.
my boss is bigger than that. So hopefully, you know, I'm thinking, you know,
Yeah, I'm sorry,
yeah, I think my
Don.
boss is bigger than that, bigger man than that. So, well, it's not y'all's fault, but just wanted to let y'all know. Thank you.
All right.
I'll
Well,
let you go.
thanks for letting us know. They
Have a
all
good night.
heard you. You have a good night too. Say hi to Candace for us, and thanks for
Thanks,
giving
Don.
an hour of your time tonight.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye. That is fucking ridiculous, you guys. I am so angry that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh
I'm
boy,
gonna go in.
McDonough, you need to delete that video.
Stand down right away,
now.
or I'm going to help them sue the shit out of you.
That's doxing.
He's
You
being
can't do
sued
that.
already for the Crow case. He's been named as a defendant in that case, so he's good for all of this. We need to start working for an attorney, guys.
Yo, I'm
Yeah, he needs
shaking
Donnie's attorney.
inside that he literally just called 15 minutes after recording with us to find out what just happened. You all think that this is okay? Like,
There's going to be a massive purge on YouTube coming.
Tonight.
All this behavior that you people, you haters, you think this is okay. I think making up lies about me being a sex offender and going after Don's job and all that shit. This is all illegal. Doxing people, threatening people, all of it is illegal. And you're going to get shit hammered. I'll take out a loan and I'll hire a lawyer and I'll start going after people. I didn't want to have to go into debt over this, but I'll do it.
Hey,
this
I don't
is
want to.
unacceptable, you guys.
Yeah, that's beyond the scope. But I'm not going to mention her name. But everyone knows that there's a YouTuber now that's in civil court litigation for $10 million behind comments she made.
I helped with that.
Thank you.
I helped with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, she sure is.
I was a little birdie for Ray Andriacchio sending all screenshots. I had to pay to be a freaking member to send things. And
guess what?
But
she's going to be the sacrificial lamb, and in her case is going to be the thing that's going to help start reshaping all of this.
Yeah, well, it's got to get through to YouTube.
So as I was going in and out, what happened?
Don called me and said, and
yeah,
I was in a different room. He goes, I was trying to catch you while you were still live. I said, what's going on? I'll go right back to the computer. And he actually said, a certain YouTuber, he said, Chris, somebody actually released his work information and had people doxing his work. He's trying to get Don fired.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so he can't take care of his family? Is that what we want for him now?
I bet. I mean, I heard rumors that he's actually telling people that Candace is talking to him on the low, and that he really wants people to try and convince Candace to flip on Don and turn Don in.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It is. This is horrible.
And I know people don't like, we don't want to bash Chris. We really don't. However, here's the thing. He's going to get talked about because he put himself here. He made himself, he's not a cop. He is a YouTuber just like me, like Mr. Cher, and like the rest of us. So if he wants to be a goddamn YouTube cop with expired credentials, he's going to get it like the rest of us do. I'm sorry, but that is some bullshit. You don't do that. Plus, I know what channels he's behind, and it's not behind anything good. It's
against the law to impersonate a law enforcement officer.
Wasn't he looking into your background, Ben?
Oh,
Mark, can you slow down, chat?
But I'm not the one he wants to play with. He knows that. I know the law. I've been on the other side. I've been in the court more than he ever has. I promise you that.
I don't like that man one bit.
I didn't realize he actually put out his where he works, the company he works for. That was stupid, man. That was dumb. You should not have done that.
Is it okay if I speak about that thing that I sent you from LinkedIn, or you want me to hold off on that?
Oh, I think that's okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Chris, St. Christopher, he likes to tell folks that he's 40-year detective. Actually, he was only a detective he was an officer for 25 years at Oceanside PD. But we know he didn't just come right out of he didn't come right out of training as a detective. So he maybe did 12 years as a regular cop and then 12 years as a detective. So we're actually looking at a guy that has less than 15 years as an actual detective, right? Just when you're a cop and then you stop and then you consult, that's not still being a cop. That's being a consultant.
Right. Yeah.
So this man has less than 20 years as a detective, not 40.
I just don't think he would call me and want to go live. Like he said he wanted to catch me while I was live. So I'm sorry, I don't see Don lying. I just don't. He would have some balls to be putting it all out there like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's upset.
It wouldn't make much sense for him to keep trying to provide all this information, all the back roads and everything.
Yep, yeah. 25 years. What's that say? 1982 to 2007.
Yeah, you typically do 7 to 10 years before you make the move over to detective. So I don't know exactly how long he was a detective, but he didn't do 25 years as a detective. Even that is misleading. He's saying 25 years as a homicide and robbery. He wasn't in homicide and robbery 25 years. A very short period of that time was he in homicide and robbery.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody on here is claiming to be an expert. We are all just giving opinions. This is a round table opinion talk.
Yeah,
chat.
Just a chat.
If y'all don't want to be here, then leave.
Thank you, Nelly.
Well, Nelly, you know how they are. They just want the drama. They're in here because they care about what's being said.
Well, you're getting.
They want to be entertained.
Thank you for the views, and tomorrow you will hear, because everyone is so butthurt. What does Don think about you getting super chats? What does Don think about you getting subscribers? Well, I asked him, and you'll hear.
I bet he's really appreciative that your community continues to grow because you've got a positive community. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be fortune tellers here and say Don's probably actually pretty happy about your channel growing, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yep.
Yeah, he wants more and more people to see his side. So if we keep growing and keep bringing more attention to it, he's happy about that.
Well, he's happy with the way that we are handling things. So if we grow because he says we're doing things in a good way, a positive way, and not manipulating. Because yeah, I'm getting subscribers, but I am actually shocked by that. But I mean, I go against the grain all the time, and it actually slows me down. Like, for the amount of people on YouTube that have my name in their mouth, my channel should be huge. Okay.
Yeah, that is true.
I'd be willing to turn over all my super chats to the cause, whether it be to the to the reward, or straight to the family themselves for their living money or whatever, what they need to get by. I'd be willing to do that, no problem. Not that I expect anyone else to do that, but I'll do it.
Wireless.
Yeah, by all means, if you want to do that for them, they would love it.
Mr. Cher shaved off his beard along with Cooter Brown for a fundraiser for the Churchill Search and Rescue. Churchill
Rescue Squad.
Nice.
Yeah, and some people have been bitching about that. Well, you haven't sent the money yet. Well, for those of you who don't understand, here's how YouTube works.
Thank you, because I remember saying this at the beginning. I'm like, just so you know, YouTube is a month. Like, you have to wait a month to get the payment.
Yes. So that fundraiser happened last month in July. I will get paid for what I got donated in July on August 20th, around the 20th. Usually it's like the 21st, 22nd. Yep. Once I get that money, then I can pay out to Churchill Rescue Squad. I can't do it before because I don't have an extra, I don't know what it is, $1,200. I just don't have that. Like, YouTube doesn't give you the money instantly.
Kind of money, Craig?
We made over $1,000 in donations.
All together on both nights, it was something like $1,500 from both fundraisers of the beards being shaved for the search and rescue.
You guys are badasses. Wow.
Of course, YouTube takes a huge ass chunk of that.
Yep.
But we'll still have a nice amount to give to them.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely. Like I grew that beard for 13 months or something like that. It was like down to my nipples.
Oh wow! Did you donate it to someone else?
Yeah, it was worth
it. Hair?
I should have, but no, we threw it out.
Nobody wants a wig with that kind of hair bun.
Yeah, it's very close.
I meant someone else that wants a beard.
Yeah, they could do like beard transplants.
Like glue it onto one of those damn masks we all had to wear.
Well, I mean, people get wigs. Why couldn't you get like a fake beard?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure that would work. How are you going to put it on there? Glue it?
Yeah, Nelly?
Staples.
The person that called us idiots, we are not fucking detectives. We know that. We have no credentials in that area. All we are doing is talking about the case. Right now we are joking around about what happened.
Yeah,
with the lives and stuff.
I hate.
We're not trying to be detectives. Nobody said we were.
We aren't detectives. We're just.
One thing about the video.
Yeah, nobody said we were. We didn't say we were.
I'm sorry.
If Don or somebody ends up being guilty, no, we're not going to look stupid. Nobody's up here claiming anybody's innocent, not innocent, guilty, whatever. We are just talking about everything, and we are here. Cher is here to get Don's voice out there, so that he has a voice, because nobody else is letting him talk.
Facts.
How are you going to find out the whole facts if you don't look at both sides? You can't just pick one side and look at those facts and not look at everything. How do you think they find out who does things
I just got to stop everybody for a second. Can you ask people not to post links to deceased bodies found to Don's Facebook page? Whoever, if any of you are doing that, stop.
What? No. Are you kidding me,
not
you
Don's,
guys?
not Candace's. Do not send links to dead children to these fucking people.
Wow.
What is the matter with you? God, you're sick.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
And you're getting on about Don doing nasty shit when he was a kid. This is fucking nasty. What is the matter with you? Holy crap.
Nobody can even address Summer because everybody keeps attacking everybody about Don and whatever was said. Holy crap.
That's terrible. Oh my God.
Let me just say something. Y'all don't know who I am. Y'all have never met me. You only know me from YouTube. So do not be making judgments about me or anybody else on this panel. You don't know us to talk about us like that. You don't know Don and Candace to talk about them like that. You just know what you're seeing, and you're just picking and choosing what you want to see, and then you're exploiting it. Well, stop. Sorry.
Are you even watching this?
Can I say one thing about the video?
Yeah.
I'd heard a lot of people making comments about how, why did Don pass the house up and go straight down to the creek? Well, I didn't have a really good ideology of what that area looked like. And when he pulled up to it, I could have met when he was like, okay, here's the creek. I can imagine people out there in that area, and it doesn't look like an area that you would just be all the time. So when you see activity in that area where, you don't usually see it, and you're coming home under the pretense that your daughter's missing, I believe you drive straight to the creek too, where the action's at. You drive right to where you see people and get some answers.
Yeah, I think some people thought it might have been like quite a bit out of the way for him to do that, but no, it's like right there. Mm-hmm. It was like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
so he thought, well, everyone's up at the house. I'm going to run down here. It was a smart thing to do.
And he said, I knew they already checked, like you had said, I knew they checked at the house. I knew they already checked all over there.
Yeah, it turns out it didn't matter because his boys were already down there.
Yeah, if you call the police because she's missing, it's not because she's in the house. It's always safe to drive right past the house when you call the police because your child's missing. It's not home. It's somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's just like any little detail he picks up, someone's going to grab the pessimistic side of that and just razor it to death. I mean, that's, guys, anyone who didn't understand why he drove past the house, that's why. Very simple.
Yeah. Really quick, people that are coming in here and bitching about the title, y'all are unbelievable. It says round table talk or round table discussion. I don't know what we're supposed to just like. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah,
this is
like
my
back
platform.
to summer. Well, we want to get back to summer. We need all of you morons to lay off Don. Stop harassing Candace and where he works and all that shit.
Yes.
Stop calling in phony fucking reports to the TBI so they can get back to summer.
Yeah, it's not
your
only
fault.
He never gets wired up like this, you guys. But here's the thing. This is my platform.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. This is my platform, and I make the round table discussions for all of us, and we like opposing opinions, but this is a way for us to chit chat and discuss about whatever we want. But yes, our minds are on clearly defense for Dawn and Candace because that's where this has led to because of what people are doing. And there's not much more we could do about finding summer. We can't go put boots on the ground. We talk about summer. It's discussions. Unfortunately, this is what it's come to. But I'd
love to take a couple weeks off and go down there and just walk roads and trails and go through bush.
We also need a place for us to come together and just chit chat and sorry. I can't.
People are taking offense to my language. Good. Take offense. You should be pissed off. This is ridiculous.
Let me tell you, he never has.
But you should be pissed off at what people are doing to Dawn and Candace, not pissed off that I'm pissed off about it.
Tammy, Nellie, anybody that knows Mr. Cher, does he usually go off the tracks like this? I'll wait because I'm pretty sure I'm going to see a lot of no.
It's been very rare. Nope. I can tell you that.
YouTubers are.
And I don't even cuss, and that person made me cuss tonight. I don't ever cuss.
Hey, if I cuss and somebody it gets caught up on the way it sounds and not about what I'm saying, then you're not on the same. We're not the same, anyways, right?
What's that damn word, Ben? We got to say Fullerson or something like that.
Fulkerson.
Damn typos wouldn't let me say fuckers. It said Fulkerson. He goes, well, we're using that now.
Don't get Fulkersoned around here.
Yeah. Folk you me too. Folk you me too.
Can Don just have people search himself and ask AQ Search himself to come there and search? Well, according to Don, he has asked for them to come search, but the police don't want them to do it, and I think that's mainly because they have no idea where to search. So it's like, yeah, you guys could come, but I mean, we don't even know where to look anymore. You should wait until we get some info and be ready to go.
Coupled with that is that, you heard Don say that there's some seedy characters around there, and I think that there's probably a number of property owners that just don't want you on their property. That's why they live in the rural areas. So, Don is absolutely free to search all of his own property, but as far as going on somebody else's, that's going to be, he's going to have to get permission for that. So if you think Don hasn't been searching square inch and every blade of grass on his 11 acres, you'd be wrong.
Brain dancer. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, we've heard skeletal remains have been found, but I highly doubt that like Summer hasn't been gone long enough for her remains to be just skeletal remains now. Like unless she was
it takes a while for that
eaten by animals, but even then there would still be other stuff.
I pinned the link for the panel there in the pinned comment. I saw Cam in there. Anyone wants to come up and chit chat. I do want to end this in a little while because we've been kind of like recording or YouTubing a lot today.
Yeah, we've been busy. We're trying. Cher is like literally going on this from the time she wakes up to the time she goes to bed.
It's bad. I'm like dreaming that when I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming that I'm like wandering in the woods or that I'm like putting out fires everywhere. I feel very tired when I wake up again.
Mm-hmm.
Start searching teams. Well, that I don't know why law enforcement is not letting searches happen, because Don did contact EquiSearch to come back out. They asked law enforcement and they told them no. So
yeah, and I don't think that that's like police being dicks. I think it's because the police don't have any idea where to put them to search. So, and you guys seen from, if you watch that video, I mean, that's really thick country. If you don't know where to start looking, you're just wasting your time, money, resources, everything.
Cam says, "I'll let Benny explain."
Search, let me explain what's going on. Yes, Cam and I, we're going to do just a little fringe theory talk about Mr. JD. We just keep uncovering things that just don't make any sense. There's just too many coincidences. And we know in these types of situations and investigations, there just isn't any coincidences. And we've found enough to fill up 2 handfuls. So tonight we're going to go on and we're going to talk about a lot of the stuff that we've found. It's public record. We just pieced it together. That's going to be the second part, but the first part will be putting together a petition for a Summers bill, and what that's going to consist of is just a petition to try to get on a ballot, and the petition will be in regards to stopping the solicitation and exploitation of children's crimes against children, because exploitation is exploitation, whether you're selling a child for whatever means or you're profiting off of the unfortunate events of a child's crime. It needs to be stopped. If you want to slander the Daybells or you want to slander Barry Morphew, do it all you want. But we're talking about children here, so there has to be some sort of restraint. We also did a live earlier today about journalistic code of ethics. And the very first rule of journalistic code of ethics is to not harm anyone else during the process of your investigation. And that's about, that's nil now. Anything that's being said hurts someone.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
Whose channel is this going to be on?
Mine.
Okay, do you have it set up yet? I don't see it.
No, I haven't. We've spent most of the day just putting the whole thing together, and
okay.
Yeah, it's not even really something we care about having a ton of viewers. We just want to have it happen.
Someone's asked, why is he shouting? Well, that's just Benny. He gets fired up.
Yeah.
I get real fired up.
Yeah, he does.
I get fired up for justice, guys.
Fired up for justice.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know why, but I just thought like real Bible thumperish, like gearing up for Jesus, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need.
Well, if you've ever sat in a county jail in a one-man cell all by yourself for months and months and months with no end in sight, and you were innocent, when you got back on this side and had the opportunity to fight for justice, you fight tooth and nail, and that's what qualifies me.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Benny did with the West Boys case. I didn't know anything about his channel or your channel, Ben, until actually the first one you addressed a video to Don and Candace, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's first one I watched is when you actually had our back there.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
I want to play devil's advocate here, and I'm going to be civil about it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Statistically, there are 287,000 kids that went missing last year. 1%, which would be 287, were stranger abductions. I'm not saying Don is guilty of anything.
We were on that train too at the start. Yeah.
Well, last night there were some facts that were misstated. There have been over 1,000 tips to TBI, not 10,000. I just, here's the thing. We want to keep this about Summer. Let's get it about Summer. Let's stop talking about Don. Because every time Don talks, he puts his foot in his mouth. There's something that contradicts it.
Disagree.
Yeah, picking apart.
I have to disagree. It's a
every
lot of people,
word he says.
Yeah, people are picking
over and
apart
over
every
again.
Word,
that's
so.
Well,
that's the only reason we're doing this.
We're here for different opinions. I mean, that's what this is about, correct? Different opinions. I'm not being rude.
Nope, you're not.
It doesn't. Don said at one point that the phones were taken. They didn't get them back for weeks. And then they were taken one day and they got them back the same day. Don just needs to stop. Tucker Drywall. I don't recall that in Chris's live. I'm not picking apart anything. When I heard Tucker Drywall, it was literally on this channel. And I followed it, Cher. I've been following since day one. But I don't. But if information keeps being put out there, yes, people are going to call in. It's human nature. There are Don haters. There are Don supporters. That's the way it is. I'm not going to say either way. But you have to take into account everything as a whole. Everything as a whole. And no one can make a claim at this point. Nobody knows what was done.
Right. So I'd rather be wrong in backing him and find out I was wrong than going the other route. But the thing is Kat, people that are in this situation, in these missing children and then spun into high profile, they talk. All they want to do is talk. Look at where they went first, and people manipulate and they worry about their own narrative and having these people talk. So we didn't want that for him. We know he's going to talk to somebody. And he started already, but look at what happened. It's being used against him. It's being used to incriminate him. It's being used to villainize him, right? That's not what's happening here.
But do you not understand, by you guys continually interviewing him and posting this, it's fueling the flames. You're not doing Don a justice by posting these things. We're
giving him the platform and doing things how he wanted.
Wants to defend himself, and we're helping him.
Yeah, so
it's not. We're not the ones who are causing the stink about Don. It's Chris.
Facts.
How many videos has he done going over the one interview he had with him over and over, bringing in expert after expert,
has made it
picking
all about
apart
Don.
every single word. He's the one that shouldn't be doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I respected you, Shara. I never said I loved Chris. Okay, anything in an investigation, you have to rule the parents out.
Which the police have.
But you do it privately, not on YouTube.
The police have ruled out the parents.
No, they haven't.
Have they? I don't know.
No, they
yes,
haven't.
they have. Yes, they have.
Sheriff Lawson said yesterday, everyone is a suspect. No.
Yes, they're saying. Well, they aren't saying specifically, but if Don lied about calling 911 from work and all that, if his alibi was bullshit,
he'd be in jail.
If he failed his polygraph, he would be arrested.
Okay, maybe they're waiting for more evidence. Either way, Lawson's statement yesterday, I'm being respectful, Mr. Sheriff.
You are.
Everyone is a suspect. He has not come out and said Don is not a suspect. I mean,
okay, that's fair. I'll retract that. Okay, Don is not the only suspect then. So why the hell is everyone so focused on him?
Because it's being exploited. Don keeps going to all the channels.
No, he doesn't. He's coming to us because he's getting railroaded by one other channel.
A couple other channels.
Who are also doing it too,
Yeah.
but it's because of that one channel. If Chris had never done that, Don wouldn't even be talking to us.
Let's agree to disagree, okay?
That's how it's, definitely.
And Don, in that interview, he controlled everything. Chris barely spoke. That
interview, the interview itself was good.
And like I said, in any police investigation, you have to rule out the parents. I think Chris was going along with, okay, Don, let's get your story out. Let's rule you out. Let's move on. But
Chris isn't the police. The police.
He's not
the police. Chris is not the police. They've been doing. See, true crime has only been a thing for 16 years. Before that, and all the way back to the inception of justice, these things were handled privately in a vacuum on purpose. So
wait, hold up. Guess how old his channel is. Guess how old his channel is? Like exactly 1 year old.
We don't need to rule out anybody. We need to support the victims and let the police do the work. What he's doing is infecting and has polluted the jury pool. You can't get that back. What he's done, we can't reverse it.
No, Benny, look. I prefer
Let's
not
hands
to.
down. Ask police on the cuff. Ask police on the cuff. All of this that's going down is inappropriate. It's malfeasance, is what it is. It's malfeasance.
You have to rely on the parents. Benny, I
mean, right on down to him saying he was a detective for 40 years. No, he was only an officer for 25.
Who cares?
And
who cares? He has been a law-abiding citizen.
He stretches his credentials.
How do you know?
That's not cool.
How do you not know?
He stretches his credentials.
Have you looked into any other cases he's been on, Kat?
You know he's
put
been named in a
innocent children in prison. Innocent children that he
coerced
knew
a
was
14-year-old
innocent.
minor.
He didn't coerce Don in any way.
He coerced him. He was exonerated.
I'm
Yes, he
sorry.
did.
Chris went to Tennessee wanting Don in cuffs. He went there already tunnel vision on what he wanted. I'm sorry. I don't know. I've seen things. I know a lot more than some who haven't seen, and it's clear to see what Chris was doing.
How are you saying Chris Benny? I'm going to address one thing to you because I can't be respectful to you. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it right now. How do you say that Chris coerced the SA out of Don? He did not. Don admitted that on his own. Chris didn't rehearse that.
Yeah, we can agree to disagree. I don't want to feel like you feel about me about you. I just agree to disagree. The man has a track record of coercing confessions and then letting people out of jail.
One.
Wait, Kat, But Kat, who brought it up? Not Don. He didn't say, "Oh, my daughter's missing. Let me bring up I sexually assaulted my stepsister 40 years ago." What are you?
Chris said he interviewed. Chris said he interviewed the sister before he interviewed Don. Right? So if Chris interviewed the sister first, he already knew about the SA before he went to interview Don. Come on now.
Facts.
What do you mean? It was a setup.
No.
What are you talking about, ma'am?
In the interview. He did not say
you stop now. Stand down, ma'am. Stand down.
We're falling off the tracks.
Yep.
We're going off the rails.
We're falling off the rails here.
Yeah,
that's fine. We can agree to disagree on that.
Yeah, we have to agree to disagree because everything that you're saying, Kat, I am not on the same planet. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
Like I said, we can do this civilly, and I can bring up issues, and we can address everything.
We shouldn't have to address any of this stuff, madam. At all. We shouldn't have to be addressing any of this stuff.
So can I, Kat?
Here's an investigator.
Wait, Kat.
Police department.
Kat.
We have no rights calling people.
Kat.
Yes.
Your opinion on Summer Wells is what?
My opinion is we don't know. This is my opinion.
Okay, so
hold on.
If you don't know, then do you think it's okay for people to be trashing Don and trying to get him fired and all that stuff?
I haven't called his employer.
I didn't ask you that.
But
listen,
that's not the question,
do you think it's okay that this is happening is what I'm asking.
If you don't know what happened to Summer, the actions that are being taken against this man, are you okay with that? You're saying you don't know. But I already think in my head, I think you already have an opinion. You just don't want to say it. And that's fine.
We all have an opinion. Share. You have an opinion.
So,
share. Okay, I'm going to express my opinion. Nobody
Innocence before guilt.
Penny, can you shut the hell up?
You have to form your opinion around innocence before guilt and then go on. You don't form your opinion around guilt and innocence. Come on, lady.
I find so many people that disrespect law enforcement because they're fucking felons.
All right.
Well, we lost them.
I think we lost our.
Because Tammy, you need to fact check. Tammy, fact check, please. 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 Just like your newspaper article? No.
Okay, I wanted to answer to my question though. Do you think it's okay what's happening to Don? People trying to get him fired and harassing him and stuff?
I'm not aware that anyone is doing that.
Oh,
do you think it's okay that this is happening?
Okay, stop.
No, she's not going to answer that.
Get her off. Get her off of here. Kat, unbelievable. You are just on another fucking level.
How can you not answer a simple yes or no question?
Beat it, lady.
Yeah. Do you think it's okay that this is happening? And she won't answer, so we know her answer.
Because she knows she's okay with it.
She lives in America, but she's a communist.
Good God.
The man is going through enough, Trixie. Amen. Very rude guest.
She's the one
absolutely. Honestly, I would have booted her a long time ago, but this one here is way too nice.
I was trying to give her, I just wanted her to answer the question. I wanted one of these Chris supporters to say it's not okay that this guy's getting harassed. But I guess that's not going to happen.
No, they think it's
all
okay.
Great.
Because you gotta see him
it's totally
drive.
fine to ruin a family's life. Yeah.
You are not welcome back. I'm not letting you in. This is my channel. Mr. Share would let you, but this is my platform. Not happening. No. Actually, I'm going to end it with that because I think that's just...
No, don't end it because of that.
Well, I mean...
Don't let them win.
Well, I know it's not. I wanted to end it anyway. That's just whatever. And
well, let's go to an hour. We got 10
okay, we got 10 more minutes. And you're not allowed back, Kat, because that is some... And someone's in there, so much for allowing different opinions. What do you mean? We allowed it. She was just...
You guys, holy crap, your skulls are thick.
Oh,
man.
All she had to do was answer the question, but she wouldn't.
The crazy
it wasn't even a hard question. I'll put it to the chat. How many of you think... I want to see yeses to this. I want to see you people back up your shit. How many of you think it's okay that people are trying to get Dawn fired, have been harassing Candace to the point where she's having nervous breakdowns and shit, How many of you watching this right now think that's okay? I want to see you put yeses. Stand up for what you believe in. Let's see some guts in the chat. I want to see some yeses.
Now's the chance to own it.
Yep.
And all you morons who support Chris, who think it is okay, look how many no's you're seeing. Use your frickin' head.
We got a lot of smart people in here. Thank you. Oh, shit. All right. Hello, Helen. Hello, just me.
Hi there.
Hello.
Welcome to the chaos.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay, great.
I'm Helen. Can you hear? I'm Helen. Can you hear me?
I just had a comment, if that's
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
I've been following the case since like day 2 or 3. There seems to be a lot of confusion with everybody. Dawn's, for instance, I had to skip over a lot because I was late coming in. Dawn's workplace has been out there since the first week. Chris did not put that out there. There were pictures on Candace's Facebook page with the company logo on the boys' t-shirts. A lot of things that are happening, people aren't catching that this has been happening. And it's just creating more drama.
Without them knowing, though. Like, they're not expecting people to pick the damn logos off of people's shirts and call them in. They aren't used to any of this.
I get that. But everybody's stirring the pot. If everybody would just settle down and stop naming names and stop all the bullshit, this will die down.
I can't argue with that at all. I think
Don is bringing
right.
a lot on himself. Don
that I
should
don't agree
have
with.
kept
I disagree.
his... No, he's
should have kept his mouth shut, but he should have continued talking to Chris.
You guys know that.
No.
He shouldn't have talked to Chris to begin with.
I'm saying before Chris. I'm saying before Chris came in the picture.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Did you know that the TBI arrested Megan Boswell just for lying?
I followed Evelyn's case. I know all about Megan Boswell.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
So had Don and Candace even just lied one time? You got to know.
Had Don and Candace left this to be about Summer, we wouldn't have half the drama that we have today.
That I disagree with, because Don didn't initially come out trying to say, "Oh, we're innocent." That didn't happen until after they started getting attacked. I do agree that they shouldn't. I do agree that they shouldn't have gone big on social media like they did, and they should have refused all interviews and all that. Yes, I agree.
Absolutely. I mean, they should have done interviews with the real media.
Yeah.
They weren't happy with what the real media did either. Local news stations edit and twist. Just so we are aware, they are out there to manipulate our minds. That's what the news is.
I get that. But what is Don's issue? Every place he's gone, people are manipulating and twisting, and it just keeps going.
Don's issue.
You know what Don's issue is? His wife is crying constantly. He might lose his job because his employer's getting harassed.
I understand
the police won't,
that,
the police
but
are getting
really.
The police are getting a bunch of false tips from fake accounts claiming to be Don. This is our fault, not Don's.
Don't you think this would all go away quicker?
If Don just shut up and didn't defend himself?
If everybody shut up.
Yeah. If everybody stops.
But that ain't gonna happen,
yes.
That's not gonna happen.
It won't, but I mean that's I would love it.
You know why Don started talking to begin with? Why he started running his mouth? Because he wanted as many people to hear about his daughter, so maybe she could come home. He didn't know if she's in Mexico, if she's in Australia, if she's here, if she's there. That's why. But he very quickly learned that as soon as he went on the news, what happened? We got all these other people playing detective, and this is what happened today.
Mm-hmm.
This is
People
not
started
Don's
playing
fault.
detective when stories
When he went
got
on
twisted.
the news, when he went on the news to talk about his missing girl. That's when people started playing detective, and here we are today now.
Yeah,
stories. People started playing detective when the contradictions started.
Bullshit.
No,
people
have
started
been playing
detective
since
when we
they
saw
heard
him on
this.
the news. Period.
It started right away.
You were
It started when you
obviously
heard the Amber
playing
Alert.
detective.
That's what we do in
What
true
are you
crime.
talking about?
Like Chris Watts case, Stephen Avery, Brendan Dess. That's what we do.
No
That's
shit.
That's the whole true crime thing on YouTube. We don't ever go after people, even if we think they're guilty. That's other YouTubers like to do that. We don't.
But are you giving Don the advice to sit down and be quiet now?
I've literally got Don in touch with multiple attorneys.
Good for you. It's 2 months later.
Maybe
it's
it makes
2 months
Don
too
feel
late.
better. Maybe it makes.
Never going to be good enough. Never.
Maybe it makes Don feel better to
2 months
talk.
too late.
Hello, Jojo Peanut.
Hi. How are you guys tonight?
We're fantastic, can't you tell?
Yeah. I appreciate you allowing me on your show tonight. And I have one question that's been really eating at me since I heard Don say this. This came directly from Don on your live, I guess it was last night. He said he contacted Dave Rader from EquiSearch and had invited him back here because I want you to know I am from the area. I'm not Don's next door neighbor, but I live in the neighboring county, first of all. But he said, you don't have to tell me what his lead is. That's not what I want to know. Is if he has a lead and he is contacting Dave Rader and asking Dave Rader to contact Hawkins County with this lead, is Don not reaching out himself to law enforcement?
Yes, he is.
Lead?
We've been on the phone while they are actually talking to law enforcement, and yes, they are doing all the appropriate measures, and that's not really how that happened, because I actually know how that happened.
That's how I understood him.
Yeah, he's hard to understand. But here's the thing.
Pretty much Don just wants them back searching constantly.
Because there's been several
the
tips.
whole world to come and search for his daughter. That's what he wants.
Would want the search to stop.
Hold on. There's several tips recently put in to TBI, Jojo. And he did. He said, yeah, maybe EquiSearch could come back out. He did a few days ago call, and they were willing to send a few people out, but law enforcement said no to them. They then called Don back, EquiSearch. I can't remember the name. I want to say Ron, but I might have that wrong. And he said that Ronnie Lawson had told EquiSearch no. And he also said Ronnie Lawson had said that a certain ex-cop has turned this into a Springer show, and they're trying to reel it in, and said that there's a certain ex-cop that may be hindering investigation altogether with what he's doing. And they told EquiSearch this is just not the right time. With his words, according to Don, was the Springer show that's happened because of a certain other cop who thinks he still has credentials. Yeah. So that's what's going on there.
Well, that's all well and good. I mean, well, it's not. But my point is this. If they have a lead and tips that Don is giving them from wherever he's getting them from, why not use local resources to go out?
You have to listen to law enforcement. They've said it's up to law enforcement. Law enforcement has put out multiple times. They do not go out searching. If people want to come and search, they need to clear it with law enforcement first. I don't know why people aren't listening to this, but it's out there.
That's not what I'm saying. If Don has a lead, and this is his child, right? This is his 5-year-old daughter. And if he has a lead and he's going, hey, Leslie's in the TBI. We all know this. He should have her on speed dial. I've got a tip. Send somebody here to search this area or to do this, to do this work. Why would they turn him down?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If you're in the same area.
What I heard from you guys last night and coming from Dawn, this is very important to me. I cannot get this out of my mind. I'm very passionate about this. It's why
if Dawn put on his
father
Facebook,
of this 5-year-old girl has evidence or a tip or whatever it is, why can't somebody act on it?
Ask them. We don't know. He gives them the information. Maybe they did act on it. We don't know.
I hope they are.
Thank you, Jessica. I would assume that they are taking it all seriously.
Jessica, thank you.
I would definitely assume that.
We wouldn't know.
I cannot. Yeah.
They may be acting on it, but we just don't know because they're not going to tell us that information.
They don't
tell us
us
what the tip is.
And like someone said in the chat, I just want to say that I misspoke earlier when I said that the parents have been cleared. They have not been cleared. But if they were found to be lying, like false alibis, failing polygraphs and stuff, they would have been taken in and arrested. So that's just where I got that from. But no, they haven't officially been cleared according to police.
Can I ask you, Jojo, what's your opinion here on the whole Summer Wells missing? What is your personal opinion, and how do you feel about this case right now? Your thoughts on what happened. Thank you, Lori.
I flip-flop back and forth on it. I'm going to be honest.
I think that's great, actually. I think that's great.
And every day there's something new that comes out.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't know.
That's where I'm at.
And I'm not going to say one way or the other. And I'm not here to piss people off or make anybody angry or kick me out. I mean, honestly,
I like that you said that you flip-flop, because you find something new and you kind of go, right?
Sir Sid, thank you. Wow.
Thank you so much. Very awesome of you. I do the same, Jojo. I see nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I flip-flop. Like, I go from one scenario to another, and I don't know. All I know is I can't assume that anybody's guilty, and I don't like what I'm seeing with the way, Dawn specifically is being treated.
Yeah. Well, I will say this much. I don't give Hunter or his mother or that side of the story much credit at all. I'll say that much.
I agree.
Yeah, everybody has been, I don't know, a little bit less than fully forthcoming, or they've just not, like, you're not going to remember everything perfectly either, but there've been some inconsistencies and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Helen, or just me, Helen. Sorry, we haven't really heard from you. What is your thoughts and opinions?
Well, I have two thoughts. One, they talk about them not remembering everything exactly. I lost a daughter, and for 3 weeks or a month, I knew nothing what was even going. I couldn't even tell you what my daughter was buried.
Facts.
So I think your body shuts a lot of that out.
It does.
And the other thing
trauma like that.
How the other YouTuber is putting in this essay and making it so gigantic. Now, essay, I feel sorry for anybody who's been through it, but all the ages are different because Debbie, Don's sister, she said Don was 4, she was 4, and the girls were 3 and 2. So then how do we get to 5 and 12?
I hear all kinds. I hear 3 years difference. I've heard 7. I don't know.
Tomorrow, you guys will get a little bit better. We did an interview with Don's full sister, And I think it's very important that people hear what she has to say, because people are going to learn after hearing this interview that we put out next. There is no, pattern of sexual assault or offenses with Dawn. There's not.
Yeah. Well, we don't know everything, but yeah.
Well, if you would let me speak one more minute. From where I'm coming from, here, there's not a lot of public support for the family. I'm going to say that. Not from here in the same state. I'm in a neighboring county. I'm 40 minutes away from Dawn. I'm not on the other side of the state. And I'm not saying this to me. I'm just saying it flat out. Even people in his own backyard, so to speak, aren't really supporting family.
No, of course not. There would be a select few, but yeah, for the most part, when people have a child go missing, the statistics, most times it's the parents. And after that, it's someone else who knew them and all that. But yeah, it definitely, you go by the statistics. Yeah, the parents wouldn't get a lot of support.
Yeah. Well,
if Dawn, if they wasn't talking about.
Sad. And also, it's kind of sad that they never came out really publicly in the beginning, like you would expect parents of a missing child to do, holding up a picture saying, "This is my daughter. We love her. We miss her. We want her back." Like people do when they have missing children, or out for the longest time, even trying to get a flyer made or putting flyers up or anything. So that, even if they went to the local gas station, the gas station's off the interstate, and said, "Here are some flyers." You know how many people pull off the interstate that are traveling through to, other states? Everybody travels. Everybody gets gas. Oh, maybe I should be on the lookout for this little girl. Maybe they have no idea. I mean, there are some people out there that have no idea she's missing in this country. Not everybody, knows.
Well, I mean,
so
that may not be crossing their mind. They may be other things,
Yeah, are there things that they could have and should have done differently? Absolutely.
Yeah, well.
Yes, and I have actually seen a picture of a flyer, so I know that they made some and put some up, but they maybe should have done more. I don't know, but yeah, I mean hindsight and everything.
Hello.
But that doesn't make them guilty either.
My question is, if
there
was
on me,
not any, if there.
I just wanted to see if anybody can hear me. I just wanted to address some things. Just something to think about, for food for thought. So the ones that are not following the whole innocent to proven guilty, I just want you to think about the family, even 5, 10 years down the road, especially if they're innocent or even if they're guilty. This is going to follow them forever. They're not going to be able to have peace anywhere they ever go, because this story will follow them forever.
Yeah.
That includes everybody in the family, even the little ones. Mm-hmm. So I just want everybody to know, when you're sitting there and accusing people, that the boys can hear that, people can hear that. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. Mm. And kids are so mean this day and time. So just keep that in thought, because it could affect the other ones later on down the road. So I just wanted to come on and say that. Just be careful what you say, because there's little ears that hear. Mm-hmm. And that's the Father. All right, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, Bella. And yeah, they are. We say that to Don all the time when he's like, "Do you, like, Chris is putting this out? Do you, should I say anything? And it's like, that is up to you. And he always goes, it can't get any worse, can it? I'm like, I don't think so. But that's what we say. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If he didn't talk, they'd be like, why isn't he talking? He's guilty. I know that's what everyone would say. Now he's talking and it's, well, why is he talking? He's guilty. You know, it's like he can't win. And on YouTube, when we get attacked, we want to defend ourselves. I want to defend him. He wants to defend me. Like, could you imagine that now on a scale to what they're living?
So, yeah, just a little tiny bit that we got to go through is hard.
Benny is so rude. I love that he's rude. Honestly, that's why we're friends.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need people who are going to, like, basically slap you for being stupid.
I mean, he's only rude if we get to that point. I can be rude too, but we get our blood boils. Like, I don't know. We just don't deal with
have time to play around, you know. And the people that get caught up in the way it sounds, if you get offended by the word fuck, and you miss the message that I got going, I'm sorry. I hate that for you.
Yeah. And it's like people can't get this through their heads. It's even if Don is guilty, he shouldn't be being treated like this, and his family shouldn't be being treated like this.
He should get
like
the chance.
Even if it is the way you see it, he still shouldn't be getting this kind of treatment because it's hurting the whole family, not just Don.
There's something that I'd like to talk about.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm here local. I'm in the area, and I went to the doctor yesterday in Johnson City, Tennessee, which is just right there, right beside of Kingsport. I talked to 4 different people that work there at the doctor's office, and it completely blew my mind. They have not even heard Summer Wells's name.
Actually, a couple attorneys I've called in Tennessee on behalf of Don, never heard of him.
And that's so heartbreaking to me. There is a Facebook page, I believe it's called Prayers for Summer Wells. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it up while I'm here on this group. There's a Facebook page, something like there's Prayers for Summer Wells, D&D Printing in Kingsport. If somebody's able to pull it up and get the phone number for them, they are printing flyers for free, and they are shipping them to people for free, so people can distribute. And
that's awesome.
The name of it, I'm not able to pull the website up. Pull it up on, I can't pull it up to get the phone number, but
what did you say the name was?
It's D&D Printing. It's on North Eastman Road in Kingsport, Tennessee.
I believe it's owned by the church. No,
I'm not sure if it's owned by the church or not. I can't tell.
We're going to contact them and get some information, and we'll definitely be sharing that around. If they're willing to do that, that's awesome.
The last 4 digits of their phone number is 2885, I think it was.
Oh, it doesn't say.
2882?
That might be it, yes, 2882.
Okay, I think we got the right one.
288 something.
Yes,
okay.
Andrea,
yeah,
I see.
We'll definitely get in touch. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll definitely...
I'm going to be calling them tomorrow, and I'm going to be ordering some for myself. That way I can just go around my neighborhood and pass them out in my neighborhood, and just I don't know what else to do, but I mean it's just mind-blowing that just that very short distance away they've not heard of Summer Wells's name. And if they've not heard of Summer Wells's name, they don't know about the red truck with the ladder racks. They don't know anything.
That's right. Yeah.
And they don't know to be looking for anything or listening for anything or watching. And without the eyes, you're not going to see. Exactly.
Yeah. Well said.
And it was just so heartbreaking to hear that they had not heard. And so we need to get flyers. They're offering to print them for free. So it's like, get them and distribute them, put them up.
Yep, for sure. We'll be spreading that around.
But that's just
the more eyes we can get looking for Summer, the better.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want.
We don't need tongues. We need eyes. We don't need the evil tongues flashing out at the Wells family. We need eyes, and we need people to come together as a community and find Summer.
Mm-hmm.
In summer, we're going to know what happened. You know, they're going to thought they'll make the conclusion of the matter so much easier to find out who and what and when. You know, because they're going to be able to find out the how.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think that's a great point for us to end this stream on, actually. So yeah, we'll be talking with D&D Printing and getting that info, and we'll make sure we spread that around, and hopefully other YouTubers will be doing that too. Because yeah, if there's people living in that area don't know about Summer being missing, that's not good. We need everybody there. Everybody in that area.
Everybody
needs to know.
should know her name and face. So what did Elizabeth say?
See
say her,
her
name, see her face.
Yeah,
and
see
actually,
her face,
I want
say
to
her
drop
name.
that video link really quick because it was really good.
That was a very good video.
If anybody you know wants to take money and donate it to D&D Printing, I'm sure they would be grateful and they could do more. I mean,
absolutely.
You know, just if you can't do anything, you know, just ask them. You know, well, you can donate something for your supplies and for your, you know, because it does take money to print those flyers.
Mm.
I'll call them tomorrow and donate something.
That would be awesome. And that's exactly what we're going to do as well. And
yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find a link really quick. Elizabeth Massey, I think that's her name. She made just like a little.
I'll see if I can find it on the computer.
I got it right here, baby. Okay.
Thank you all for listening to me. Thank you for allowing me to step here. God bless you all.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you.
Yeah, right there.
All right. Yeah, this one.
Awesome.
Okay, everybody, give this video a watch. It's very powerful.
Yeah, can we show it? I know she won't care.
Yeah, that never really works too well when you try and.
Yeah.
Oh crap! She dropped out when we were doing that. Sorry.
Well, we're gonna head off here and spend some time together anyway.
Yeah, we need to decompress.
Yeah.
It was an interesting one.
Really quick, as we're ending, drop the purple hearts, pink hearts, any color hearts, hearts for summer.
Hearts for summer, everybody.
Hearts for summer. Let's drown out the chat and hearts before we end this. If we could, that'd be awesome.
And thanks for watching. Thanks to the other people who came up to express their opinions. And apologize to all of you for what happened with the one.
Things get hot
people
sometimes, you guys. We're human.
Yeah, we're going to disagree, and that's fine. But if you can't answer a simple question, you're not of use to us on the panel.
That looks so awesome.
There
In fact,
we go.
I'm taking a picture of this because I'm happy about that. Keep up the hearts, y'all. I love it.
Love you guys. Thanks for coming by.